Good evening all. Audio, video clear. So welcome all of you. Welcome to this live lecture where we are discussing the topic data interpretation and Venn diagrams. Please invite your friends also to be part of this live lecture. So this lecture will be useful for the upcoming UPSC exam and other exams like CSIR NET, GATE and other similar tests, because these flashcards are like universal material that will be useful for many of the aptitude tests. And the previous videos in this channel, we already completed the topics like clock calendar, geometry mensuration, speed distance time, work and time, pipeline cistern, average, mixtures, percentage, profit loss discount, compound interest, simple interest, permutation, combination, probability, number system, etc. So those videos you can find in this playlist. Check the description of the video to find all the links that is relevant for you. And for the new people, my name is Christy Varghese. More about me you can see here. These are the books I have written for aptitude and Vedic maths, and these are the free resources I provide through our website christyvarghese.in, Telegram channel, WhatsApp group and mobile application Christy's classes. In the mobile application, I am uploading all the study materials for all the courses. So the YouTube video courses also you can find the study material in our mobile application Christy's classes. And also in our mobile application we have provided the flashcards currently at a nominal price to help students for the upcoming exams. After the exam the price will be the normal pricing, but till your exam there is a offer price or almost zero price itself for the flashcards, so that you can make use of it, so that you can be benefited by it. But please let me know after the exam if this flashcards was helpful for you, and these flashcard revision series also was helpful for all of you. So these flashcards, if you want to purchase, download our mobile application, go to the store section, there you can find the flashcards. And for 1 year validity you have option to get 1 year validity also, and our paid courses also are through our mobile application Christy's classes. The flashcards, CSIR NET complete courses available for general aptitude section, GATE complete courses available for general aptitude section, and for UPSC exam also we are planning to start full length course for UPSC 2025 CSAT section. And free classes for UPSC CSAT, I have already provided 40 lectures. These 40 topics are covered in the previous playlist. So check out our complete playlist on UPSC CSAT. There we have covered all these, almost 64 videos currently in the complete playlist of UPSC CSAT, where shortcut techniques, previous year question papers all are discussed. And for other exams, CSIR NET, GATE, we have provided even more playlists. So make use of that also. Those who are watching me, I know you are preparing for different exams, so make use of these resources we provide. Okay, so let's start. So today's topic is data interpretation. Data interpretation is a topic where question practice is more important, but I will give you a summary of the theory that is needed. Question practice I have already made you practice in our previous free lecture series. The link is there in the description of the video, those of you missed it. So data interpretation, first you have to understand the major data representation tools. What is the meaning of data representation tools? Tools to represent data, tools that are used to represent data. So there are many data representation tools that you are familiar with from your school days itself, or in daily life in newspapers or TV channels also, news channels also, you can see these representations very commonly. So bar chart, histogram, pie chart, line graph, line plot, table are the common ones, and in this maximum time questions are asked from bar chart, pie chart, line graph and table. So these four data representation tool are the most important or most commonly asked, so we will discuss about them more. Line graphs are actually displaying in 2 dimensions. So if this is x and this is y dimension, when reading a line graph, you will notice that rise and fall in the lines show how one variable is affected by the other. For example, here 0 to 1, we don't know what is this units. Maybe this is distance and speed, a distance speed graph. When the distance is 1 kilometer, the speed is 30 kilometer. Distance is 2 kilometer, speed is 50. 3 kilometer 70, 4 kilometer 80. Then it is falling down, 5 kilometer 50. So the nature of this curve will show you what kind of trend is showing. That is about line graph. Actually, speaking of line graph, you should know about other mathematical line graphs also. Mathematical graphs, most of them are represented in line graphs itself. And many a times this can also be asked. Like, you should understand when seeing a graph, what does that mean? For example, this is what? Yeah, here actually there is one correction. Y is equal to a constant C, we can say. Y is equal to C, not Y is equal to X. Okay, so constant graph means for any value of X, Y value is always the same for any value of X. For example, if this is a speed time graph, for 1 minute also the speed is say 40 km per hour. Second minute also 40, third minute also 40, fourth minute also 40. So that is a constant graph. Constant means parallel to x-axis. Constant graph. Then linear graph. What is a linear graph? For example, here you can see this slope is 45 degree. This slope is 45 degree. This angle and this angle are equal and they are 45 now. So that is a linear graph. That means if it is say a speed time graph, if this is speed and this is time, at 1 second the speed was 10, second second it is 20, third second it is 30. That means the rate of increase is constant. That is called slope is same. Or in physics we call that rate of change of speed is what you call as acceleration. Now in school you have learned or you know it as a common sense what is acceleration. So if this is a speed time graph, here acceleration is constant because the rate, the slope is same slope itself. I am telling very basic facts. With questions you will understand this better, but very basic facts we will discuss. And this is again proportional itself, because here also the slope is same itself. But it is not 45 degree, but it is same itself, proportional itself. And this is inversely proportional. Proportional means what? When x is increasing, y is also increasing. An example of a proportional graph is mentioned here. Don't think that exactly this shape it should be. No. But an example is mentioned here. When x increases, y should also increase proportionately. What is inversely proportional? When x increases, y should decrease and vice versa. When y increases, x should decrease. So that is inversely proportional graph. Then we will learn about power graphs or graphs indicating powers. They are exponential graph. Exponential graph means look at the curve. The increase is sudden. You can understand it better if you take some examples. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. At 1, the height was this much only. At 2, the height is exponentially increasing. At 3, the height is even bigger. 4, the height is even bigger. The gap is getting exponentially larger. Na? So that is called an exponential growth. The square graph, there is an exponential growth. So another example of an exponential graph. Cube also, any powers are exponential curve itself. Now square is this way. So square root graph will look something like this. Again, these are things that can be asked in data interpretation, but not very frequently asked. But basic idea of these graphs will help you. And in some exams, these are frequently asked actually. So, but UPSC exam, this was asked 1 or 2 times. The nature of the graph will help you to answer the question faster. If you don't know the names, that is totally okay. But the nature of the graph, what is the meaning of exponential curve, linear curve, etc., that you should know. So basically that much is enough, but I think that is something that you are already familiar with, because in daily life also when you read newspapers, we are seeing the graph of data represented like this. So anyway, that is about line graph, the most important graph, line graph. Then similar to line graph, there is line plot. There it is denoted by some points or crosses. It shows the frequency of data. That means 2, there is 2 value, 3, there is 3 value, 4, there is 1 value, 5, there is 5 value. To represent data like that, we use line plot generally. Then table is the most common data representation tool that we see in daily life. You know what is table, I don't have to elaborate more. There will be rows and columns. So just like in line graph, we analyze the x-axis and y-axis. Here also you have to analyze both the axes before analyzing the data. So here students are in one axis and the subject is in other axis. So that is table. Then what is bar chart? All of you know that is also very commonly seen in newspapers. Is chart with rectangular bars with lengths proportional to the values. Again, rectangular means it may not be vertical only. It can be horizontal also like this. It can be horizontal also. So then pie chart again, a circle is divided into different sectors. And remember one thing, one mistake many people make in pie chart is, they think that looking at the size of the circle, we understand how much is the value of total. No. Total value, if you want, you have to add all these values. Either, for example, here 22, 24, 17, 18, 19. I just put a random figure here. Adding all that, you will get total. Otherwise, the total should be given in the question. This itself was asked multiple times, whether you know this fact. Pie charts total can be understood only if you know all the individual values or if total is mentioned below. Looking at the circle saying that this is a medium circle, the value will be medium, that comparison is totally wrong. And comparing one pie chart with another pie chart and saying that this total looks bigger than this total, that is also wrong. Normally, if two pie charts are given, that will be identical size itself. But the sectors, they are proportional to each other. Look at this. This is 24 and this is 17. Na? So 24 wala sector, 17 wala sector se bhi bada hai. The central angle is bigger. So that you can say. That is about pie chart. So these are the four major graphs you should be clear about. Line graph, table, pie chart, bar chart. So basically this much things you should know from data representation tools. Once again I am telling, data interpretation, definitely you should practice questions also to get better understanding. I have given a complete playlist where all these topics we have given the previous year questions in detail we have discussed. For UPSC there is a separate playlist. For CSIR GATE also there is a separate playlist. Check it out. The previous year question discussion videos separately, another playlist is also there. Go through that also. Okay, so that is about data interpretation. Now, another data representation tool is Venn diagram. Venn diagram itself is a separate chapter because Venn diagram, first of all, is needed in other chapters. For example, syllogism chapter, which we will be discussing tomorrow. Today, we are not discussing syllogism because syllogism is part of reasoning unit. Tomorrow's lecture is very important. All the reasoning topics will be covered in tomorrow's class itself. There, I will discuss syllogism. So syllogism, we need Venn diagram. Set theory, to understand it, Venn diagram is needed. So understanding Venn diagram is very important. So I will have a quick explanation of Venn diagram. So what is Venn diagram? Yeah, John Venn is the logician who have made Venn diagram in this form. Earlier form of Venn diagram is called Euler diagram. The Euler diagram was improvised by John Venn. That is why it is called Venn diagram. So that is a basic history of Venn diagram. So in Venn diagrams, what we use, 2 or 3 or 4 circles are used. Instead of circle, you can use other shapes also, no problem. But circles are used commonly to denote how many elements are there in one set, how many elements are there in the other set. So speaking of set, first we will discuss about sets. What is a set? A well-defined collection of objects is sets. Some of you have learned it in school. In I think 11th and 12th we are learning now. I don't know whether all of you have taken maths in 11th and 12th. But if not, set theory we are learning in 11th and 12th. So well-defined collection of objects is sets. For example, set of all boys in this class. Set of all pen on this table. So that is a set. So to denote sets, we can use this Venn diagram. For example, if I am asking you how many of you like tea. For example, in this class, if there are 40 people now, 30 of you saying that you like tea. And I am asking how many of you like coffee. 20 of you are saying that I like coffee. And I ask you how many of you don't like any of these beverage, tea or coffee. So 5 of you are saying I don't like tea or coffee. But total how many people were there in the class? I told if 40 people are there in the class. But if you look at it, tea lovers 30, coffee lovers 20, no beverage loving people, 5. So 30 plus 20 plus 5 is 55. Na? Total 40 people only. Yeah, this is the idea of inclusion and exclusion principle. Inclusion and exclusion principle says, ये देखिए 30 means total T circle को 30 से denote किया, मतलब total elements in that T circle, that means total number of people who like tea is 30. That may have people who like coffee also. They come in this region. Tea and coffee loving people. In mathematical terms, it is called intersection. A intersection B. A intersection B. Tea loving people, coffee loving people, both loving people will be there in the intersection region. Means, ये 30 में भी वो नंबर इंक्लूडेड है, 20 में भी वो नंबर इंक्लूडेड है. तो वो नंबर क्या होगा? ये 40 में से 5 people को छोड़ो, you can leave that 5 people because those 5 people don't like any of the beverage. So the people who like beverage itself are 35 in number, na? 35 in number. They like at least one beverage. They like at least one beverage. In that, 30 people, 35 people, they like at least one beverage. But 30 plus 20 is 50. So, 50 minus 35, 15 people are extra. They are extra, why? They are counted in both the sets. Means, in the intersection region, 15 people should be there. In the intersection region, 15 people should be there. That means 15 people are liking tea and coffee both. So 30 minus 15, 15 people like tea only then. That is represented here. 20 minus 15, 5 people like coffee only then. Are you all understanding? I am trying to explain you the different regions of Venn diagram. Some of you are very clear about this, but for those people who are not very familiar with Venn diagram, just giving you a basic idea. So, that is how a Venn diagram can be denoted. So, in this case, this 15 denotes tea only loving people. 5 denotes coffee only loving people. 15 denotes tea and coffee loving people. This 5 denotes no beverage liking people. This 40 denotes total number of people. This is called universal set. In universal set 40 elements. And this 15 and 5 and 15 and 15 and 5, these three together, they are called union of sets. Union. Uniting things or union of things. So, that means A union B is A and B all elements added. All elements added is A union B. Again, once again, let me clarify. This chapter, data interpretation and Venn diagram, both the topics are more you can learn better by practical examples or previous year questions. Please check out our other playlists also after this lecture so that you get more clarity. Because if I take previous year questions also in this lecture, it will take too much time. And already I have covered it in previous playlists. So please go through that also. Okay, so A union B means what? I hope all of you understood. A intersection B means what? Intersection in both set common. Then what will be A minus B? A minus B means from A remove everything that is B's. From A remove everything that is B. So that means from A you remove A intersection B, because normally in A what is there in B is A intersection B only. Remove that. Remove that means subtract that. That means this red region is A minus B. Similarly B minus A will be this. So what is A complement? Whatever is not inside A, that is called A complement. Not inside A and inside the universal set. For example, in this class, how many of you had dinner? If 20 of you told I had dinner, out of 50 people. So the remaining 30 people didn't have dinner yet. Are you getting the point? So that is A complement. So, and what is the meaning of disjoint sets? Disjoint sets means there is no intersection at all. Both the sets are totally outside. For example, in this class, the number of boys, let it be 20. Number of girls, let it be 15. These are disjoint sets. No boy is a girl, no girl is a boy. So that is disjoint sets. So basically this is Venn diagram basic theory. Now I will explain little bit more about the union or inclusion and exclusion principle. Those of you have doubt about Venn diagram, look at this carefully. I will denote another example. The number of people who like cricket, the number of people who like football. If the number of people who like cricket is 40 and number of people who like football is 20 and number of people who like both is 10. So how to find cricket union football? Cricket union football means the people who are part of at least one of these sets. For that, 40 people cricket, 20 people football, 40 plus 20, 60 people would have been there if there is no numbers that is double counted. But this 10 is counted twice, na? That is why you have to remove that 10. Removing that 10, you will get 50. This is called principle of inclusion and exclusion. And that way we can represent it as a mathematical identity itself. N of A union B, that means number of elements in the union is number of elements in first set plus number of elements in second set minus the common elements in both the sets. When it is written as a mathematical equation, it looks clumsy or difficult if you are seeing it for the first time. But if you are understanding it with this way practically, it is very simple. All of you understood? So the question also can be asked this way. Either to find this 10 value or this 40 value or this 20 value. One of the values will be unknown and the other values will be given. So that way you have to do that. So n of A minus B. What is A minus B? I already told you here. From A, remove whatever is there, whatever is belonging to B. That means A intersection B is what is belonging to B. So from A, remove that. So A minus A intersection B. Now this formula, union formula, this can be extended to 3 object case also. Yeah, when 3 objects, let me elaborate that. A 3 object Venn diagram, for example, instead of cricket, football, cricket loving people, football loving people, hockey loving people. Let cricket loving people be 30, football loving people be 25, hockey loving people is 10. In that there are many other subcategories, na? Kya subcategories aa sakta hai? Cricket and football liking people, this is that region. Cricket and football liking people. Football and hockey liking people, this is that region. Football and hockey liking people. And cricket and hockey liking people, this is that region. Now if you look at it, I have overlapped this center portion 3 times. Which center portion? This center portion, which is actually intersection of all A, B and C, all the 3 sets. So when you are writing in this union formula for 3 objects, you should be careful. First element, first set elements plus second set element plus third set element. That means this circle plus this circle plus this circle. But union means at least one. That means you only have to count it once, not more than once. So you have to remove all the double counted region. Now that is called principle of exclusion. Here we deleted this double counted region. Same way, you have to delete this double counted region. I am explaining how the theory can be understood easily. This is a double counted region. This is a double counted region. This is a double counted region. That is A intersection B, B intersection C, B, A intersection C. That should be removed. Removed means subtracted. But is that enough to find N of A union B union C? No. There's a problem. When you removed the center portion 3 times. But that should be there 1 time. Na? Only 2 times it should have been removed. But you have removed it 3 times. So you have to add it back. A intersection B intersection C should be added back. What I am saying is how not to by heart this and understand it logically. But in limited time I have shown you without previous year questions. So that is why I don't know whether all of you understood it. If you haven't understood it, then you have to by heart this formula. Because in some question this formula will help you. This formula is just the extension of this formula. If you understood this formula, extend it for 3 object case. That is this. So basically these 3 formulas are enough. These are just extensions of it, which was not very useful because instead of using this 4th and 5th identity, you can use the options also and you can use the diagram also to understand it better. So all of you basically understood these things. Please respond. As I told, Venn diagram is a tool that will help in other chapters also. Membership problems, that is one type of problem. Or another type is this questions where Venn diagram will not be given by the questions, given in the question, but you have to draw the Venn diagram to understand the question. That kind of questions are there. There also Venn diagram is important. And another major type is syllogism type. Syllogism type, which is a reasoning topic, which we will elaborate in next class, but I will just give you a basic idea of syllogism today. In syllogism, you have to draw Venn diagram. So how to draw Venn diagram? For example, if the data is saying all X are Y, for example, all humans are mammals, that means human set should be inside the mammal set. The human subset of mammals. One circle inside other. Now if no donkeys are monkeys, no donkeys are monkeys, how to represent that? They are disjoint sets. We discussed about disjoint sets already now. Because no intersection at all. Donkeys monkeys nahi hai to एक भी donkey monkey नहीं होना चाहिए, एक भी monkey donkey नहीं होना चाहिए. So disjoint set. Some X or Y, for example, some humans are intelligent. For example, some humans are intelligent. That means if this is human set, this is intelligent set, there should be some intersection. Some humans are not intelligent means this, if this is human set, this is intelligent people set, this red region indicates some humans are not intelligent because they are not part of intelligent set. So these are the basic ideas of syllogism. More ideas of syllogism in the next class we will discuss more in detail. So these are the basic things you should know about data interpretation and Venn diagram. Theoretically a smaller topic, but question wise it is an important topic. So please check out our previous year question analysis lectures also to get more clarity. Topic by topic we have analyzed the previous year questions. If you understood the concept I have discussed today, please let me know through the like button, through the comment section, and by sharing this to maximum people. And tomorrow, the topics will be over by tomorrow. After that, maybe one lecture on speed matrix also I will provide if time allows. So, like to hear from all of you the review about this lecture series. In the comment section or in our Telegram channel or after the exam, please do a mention in this YouTube channel or in our handles so that I get to know and others get to know how much useful was this flashcard series. I have tried my maximum to make the flashcards as much useful as possible, and I have tried my maximum to make this series also as much useful as possible. Thank you so much, Mainali, Anam, Ghanshyam. So happy to hear, Ghanshyam. So happy to see that my students in different institutes are able to attend this session. Yeah, do spread the word and let your friends also know. That is what I want to tell you. The people who are attending my sessions and people who are attending the session from different states, different parts of the country, do let your friends know about these series. I will be trying to continue these free classes as much as possible, as much as support is there or I am getting motivated to give free classes. I will continue. Money aspect is not the primary thing at all. That is why now I am taking more free classes than paid classes last 1 month or so. So because it is exam time, want to help out more aspirants of different exams. So if you feel these efforts are genuine or useful, do recommend it to more people. And also tomorrow we will discuss the reasoning topics, all the reasoning topics in a single lecture we will discuss. So tomorrow's topic lecture may be 1 hour long because it is many topics to be completed. And those of you are preparing for the day after tomorrow's UPSC exam, all the best now itself. May God bless you and do well for the exam. CSAT section, without panic, please do it. That is very important. Because you are writing CSAT in the afternoon time slot after your GS1. So there are chances of panic or exhaustion. So that you have to manage. What can be done for that? That you have to take care of it. That is not a disadvantage you only having. That is a disadvantage any student is having. The person or people who are able to overcome that to an extent at least can easily clear the exam. So that please keep in mind, and do let me know if any other help from my side is needed through these YouTube initiatives or through the be part of our Telegram channel, and all those of you who are new. There you can get more questions, more free materials and updates of all our future live classes. And do subscribe the channel. If this videos were useful, do subscribe the channel and let others know about the channel also by sharing the link. And now let me tell you about the paid courses we are offering. For CSIR NET, for GATE we are providing GATE paid course. For CSIR NET, currently the recorded batch is only available. Live batch will be starting in few months, but we haven't announced the date yet. We haven't decided the date yet. So currently the paid recorded video course is available. 60 recorded video and free online study material, which includes 100 flashcards, 50 PDFs, 50 practice worksheets and test series also. And the course covers all topics of CSIR NET general aptitude, including all previous year questions or all the important previous year questions. Even the latest PYQs will be discussed. Short tricks and exam hacks will be discussed. Practice worksheets and mock tests will be there. And the course will be in Hindi and English, and laptop and mobile access is there. Now the 3-month subscription is at a lower price, and 6-month and 1-year subscriptions are also available. You can contact this number for more information, and the free demo videos you can check out to get an idea how the lectures are. And for GATE General Aptitude, from July 1st onwards, we are starting full-length live course. It's a live course with 60 live lectures and online study materials. So these are the online study materials: complete theory, previous year question solution, live doubt clearing session, shortcut tricks, exam hacks, practice worksheet, mock test, all will be part of this course. So download our mobile application Christy's classes to be part of this course also. So that's it. For other exams also, we are coming up with courses in the future. So the flashcards for different exams are currently available. So that also you can check out, and you can let others also know about the flashcards. And that's it. Let's conclude. Check out the other playlists for different exams for extra practice. And UPSC aspirants, check out the dedicated Telegram channel for UPSC CSAT. For GATE and CSIR also, we have dedicated Telegram channels. Check the description of the video for access to those channels. So that's it. Let's conclude for today. Thank you all of you. Take care all of you. Do let me know what you felt about the session. See you all in the next class. All the best for your upcoming exam, whether it is UPSC exam or CSIR NET exam or GATE exam. All the best once again. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.